Apologize about that. But let's finish up this race. 13 laps to go. From Pocono, and it's been a good race so far. Again, a reminder, the Xfinity Series race has been moved to Monday at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Two trucks out of this race. Joe Nemechek continues to sit second. And in the final 13 laps, I want to see if he can get around the leader and potentially win his way into the playoffs. We did say that about Crafton and Infinger, though, but they were unable to get around the 11 at New Hampshire last week. And we'll have to see what can happen in this race, Eldora on Wednesday, and then Richmond on Friday. 12 laps to go.
All right, you're clear.
I know we were gone for a long time.
All clear.
So we'll be right back. Okay, we are back, and let's finish up the final laps of this truck race.
Hold your line, got one outside. Clear high, bud.
We don't know if there's going to be 2 Pocono races yet, again, next year or not. But we will let you know as soon as possible.
Car there on your outside. All right, you're clear.
And 11 to go at the line. Oh, the sun's getting ready to go down. And we know we'll be able to run these final laps. Whoa, ho, 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 that was close with John underneath the check in the back. Majeski not going to be able to avoid it. He's not very happy with Majeski. Well, it's the final 10 laps of the race, and Joe Nemechek is a lot closer than he thinks. He's only a couple lap vehicles back, and if Joe Nemechek gets a run, then he's put in a perfect position to challenge the 11 for the lead. But if the 11 can keep putting lap trucks between him and Joe Nemechek, then everything should work out perfect.
We're all clear up top.
That's down low.
10 to go.
10 laps to go. Will we see a 5th caution in this event? And this low streak of cautions will end our streak of having 11 or more cautions in a race this season. Yeah, there was quite a bit of cautions in the last couple of races, and actually practically every race this season. But you look at this truck race, and we've only seen 4 of them. One to end stage 1, one in stage 2, another one to end stage 2, and then one here in the final stage.
All right, you're clear.
9 laps to go.
All right, you're clear.
The 11 will have a new sponsor joining to get dirty at Eldora with on Wednesday night. That is Sirius XM satellite radio. He will become, or they will become, a full-time sponsor for the 11. So you'll see them on board his truck next season, as well as some races left in this season. But we're gonna mud up Sirius XM. Now we got 8 laps to go at the line.
All right, clear outside.
Eckes drives the 18 now. Goes a lap down. Urbane, who drives the 11 now, he drove the 18 last season, won his first championship with it. He carries that championship and all those career wins over to this season with the number 11. Laps to go.
All right, you're clear. Caution.
And there's our 5th caution. So instead of 7 laps to go, we have 4 laps to go. Joe Nemechek has a chance to get around the 11 and win this thing. Green flag. Oh, but the 11 cuts up in front of him, and he's got to run so far to start this thing. Gonna have to let off the gas going into turns 1 and 2. Goes up the track. Does this open the door for Joe Nemechek? Joe Nemechek's got to be a little faster. He's got no straightaways. The 11 is good. Joe's hoping for a 6th caution. Yes, he is. Three laps to go. At the racetrack, it's starting to get a little getting ready for sunset here. It's a late afternoon race. We got 2 to go at the line. Off turn 3. Comes, and next time by we'll be seeing the white flag. Hopefully. There could be a 6th caution before we make it back down to the white flag. But Joe Nemechek, he's going to be in the playoff picture. If the regular season ended today, as long as he finishes in the top 10, if the regular season ended today, Joe Nemechek would be in the playoffs. But you have to think, Austin Wayne Self and Stuart Friesen and Kyle Voiles, another truck driver, they each have a win, along with all of the Urbane twins. So that means those guys will not be taken out of the picture because they're already locked into the playoffs. So in reality, Joe might get the 5th spot in the playoffs with that 2nd place finish. But regardless, he's going to be in the playoff picture. And the flaggers waving the white flag. Will they make it to it? Yes, they will. One more time around. Well, it's been a fun 60 laps with you guys, minus the time where we had to take a break and go help or something. But during that brief red flag period, you know, we were able to come back and get things going again. Sure, it's starting to turn into sunset, but you know what? That's okay. Well, the 11, complete domination, winning both stages 1 and 2, starting 4th, and he's going to come off turn 3, and he's going to cross the line, the winner here at Pocono. He wins the Pocono Organics 150.
Go get the checkered flag. It's yours.
To represent Farm Aid. And of course, the winner's going to do his burnout. I mean, just because it's getting dark out doesn't mean he's not going to burn it out. To rest on the finish line, and he'll collect his checkered flag. and go to victory lane. Let's take a look at your results. And those are some good trucks in the playoffs. That's got to be a heartbreaker for Ross Chastain, though, starting on the pole and finishing 7th. But still, managed to pull a top 10 out of it, so that's still pretty solid. The race winners in victory lane. And these guys will pack up and prepare for the Eldora. But John Hunter Nemechek's dad, Joe Nemechek, with a 2nd place finish. And we haven't really mentioned his name a lot in the top 10 this season. We mentioned him going laps down. But this is the first time he scored a top 10 this season. So, there will be trucks that move into the playoff picture. Joe Nemechek, one of them, but unfortunately some of these trucks will have to go below the cut line because there's, again, other winners, and they're not out of the playoffs. So there's other winners that need those positions that they are in. So that's why some of these guys will unfortunately have to go below the cut line and then try to get in the playoff picture next week. Stuart Friesen. Again, he's one of those trucks that is safe. He won the season opening race. So Stuart Friesen, doesn't matter. He is safe. But a top 10 finish for him. And to the one viewer, unfortunately you missed the rest of the race. We had to go help with something. So that is why the first live stream cut out, because the PlayStation went into rest mode. But you can always go back and rewatch both live streams. And this week in the 2, Ty Gibbs. So Ty Gibbs, not a full-time driver in the series, but he drove the 2 this week. Sheldon Creed will be in the 2 next, not Wednesday in the Eldora race. That'll be Ty Gibbs again. But next Friday at Richmond, Sheldon Creed will be in the number 2 truck. Just curious who got 11th through 20th. And there's some pretty solid names in there. Kyle Busch this week was in the 51. I mean, Eckes with the 14th. That's pretty solid. And we'll be back in a sec. Alright, so let's finish this up. So Jordan Anderson, 17th. That's not too bad either. Jesse Little, Jason White, I mean, you don't really hear much about those guys up there in the top 20. It's pretty solid. Jennifer Jo Cobb in the 15th. John Hunter Nemechek in 24th. That's an okay finish, but not what they wanted. And there were 3 trucks out. That was Matt DiBenedetto, Tanner Gray, and Ben Rhodes. So not their nights. Clay Greenfield usually is up there, and 29th today here at Pocono. But just a reminder again, the Xfinity Series race is postponed to Monday due to darkness coming at the track. But we will not be bringing you coverage of it. How about 59.969 by Urban? And he led 58 of the 60 laps. That's pretty solid. And Jennifer Jo Cobb starting 32nd, finished 15th. And then Zane Smith started, not Zane Smith, Matt DiBenedetto started 7th and finished 30th. As we say, so long from Pocono. And if you're tuning in to Twitch Sports Network 1, tomorrow will be Cup Racing, and then Monday on Twitch Sports Network 1, Xfinity Series Racing. Enjoy those two. So long, everybody. We'll see you back here on Monday for coverage of the Lions and Texans game.